Welcome to No Time Films, and we review films for those who can't pay attention to for 5 seconds. Now, if you already have one foot outside the door, or you can't watch a video that doesn't have Subway Surfers next to it, here's your TLDR. Yes, you should watch the film. If you need an example of a movie that it's close to, while many who haven't seen it might say it's sort of like Hunger Games, I would say it's a little bit more like The Platform. If you've watched that movie, you get the idea. It's a very simple plot. The entire film takes place within that plot. It's simple, but it's executed very well. The actors are well cast, the dialogue is rock solid, and overall, if you understand that this movie is a little bit more thriller than it is horror, this is something you're going to enjoy and something you should go watch. The end. Now, for everyone else. At its core, this is a film about a group of young men who are competing in a life or death competition to be the last one standing, or walking, in order to win some extraordinary amount of wealth, as well as a single wish that this winner would be able to decide or choose upon winning. There's a pretty large cast of characters that pop in and out of the spotlight throughout this film, but the two primary characters come down to Ray and Pete. And I have to say, the performances of these two actors absolutely carried the film. Their interactions with each other were stellar, the dialogue was good, and the overall brotherhood of these two characters was extremely believable, and something that really made you care and invest in these characters. And when you take a look at the cast of other participants, you have a wide range of personalities. You could even almost call them stereotypes. You have the angry character, you have the selfish character, you have the bitter character, you have the stupid character, you have the funny character. It's the stereotypes aren't new, but the way that they implement them in the film it's good. It feels organic. This is a film where it's very simple. The last one walking wins. Everything that happens between that, all of the intrigue is within the interactions of these characters and also how they die, right? And who dies and when they die and who kills them and how they kill them and things like that. But the dialogue and the relationship and the interaction between these characters is the entire movie, aside from the few times where you actually see somebody die. There were only a handful of scenes that I would say were less than desirable. The Long Walk is based off of the book. And sometimes, as we all know, when you have a film that is created after the book has already been written, sometimes you get moments where the director inserts dialogue that is likely word for word from the book, and at times can just feel a little forced.
You better hold on tight, Spider Monkey.
It really doesn't detract from the film at all. It's just a few moments where you'll go like, does that belong there? But the kills in this film actually don't pull any punches with the gore. The movie is very good at the ebb and flow, where you have this very linear film where you have long segments of time where nothing grandiose is happening. Then when something does happen and a character does die or some other drama happens, it is very visceral. I had a few moments that was so shocking that I was actually kind of like edge of my seat, which is rare. I love horror movies. I live for the intense moments, but I actually had a few moments in this film where I was like borderline mouth open in shock, right? Like a 1950s housewife. I was a little surprised at some of these moments, but it's because the movie is so good at just reeling you in and making you care about these characters that I'm telling you, I'm going to end this here. This is a good film. Is it going to be the greatest film you've ever seen? No. Is it going to be your top 5 films you've ever seen? Probably not. But the film from start to finish is interesting. And I guess that's kind of what I want to leave this on, is the movie is consistently interesting. The kills are interesting. They're gory. There's a little bit of gore during these moments. One thing that I could never say about this film is that you will leave feeling nothing. It's a memorable film, something I enjoyed, something I think you will enjoy. If you even remotely feel like this is a movie you might like, I highly recommend you go see it. I think you will. And if anyone tells you that the book is better than the movie, hit them in the face. I'm tired of people saying the book is better than the movie. I watched the movie because I didn't want to read the book.